Alright, what is going on everybody? HC Jammers here, back with another Street Fighter V video. In today's video we're going to be going over frame traps regarding Falke and showcasing a couple of examples there. Now this is a topic that I wanted to cover last season, but again because the character was barely used, she was kind of irrelevant, there was no point in doing it. So because there's been a new influx of players and a new incentive to play Falke, I thought what better time to do so. We've got Cody here as the example. Yes, I've picked a 4-frame button character over a 3-frame button one, simply because there are 1 or 2 frame traps I'm going to show you which are specific to 4-frame button characters, and I don't want to be alternating throughout the characters here and there. So I'll explain which ones are universal and which ones are specific throughout this video. So yeah, enough about me rambling on. So let me just double check that my buttons are all good to go. Yes, they are. And we can jump straight in. So, frame traps and Falke and what they mean to her. So first of all, what is a frame trap? Doesn't hurt to refresh everyone's memory because by now we should all know what a frame trap is, but for those of you who don't know, I'm just going to read out a short description on what a frame trap is. So, a frame trap is used to describe the action of performing attacks and moves that appear to be punishable but are actually advantageous on block, baiting the opponent into being punished when they attempt to retaliate. So, that's basically what it is, and frame traps in Street Fighter V are quite potent and they're quite apparent as well, especially at this late stage we are with the game, because there's a lot of moves that like by the naked eye you think are punishable, but they have a huge advantage to them, and if you try to trifle with them and challenge them, you could lose an abundance of health, which could lead to you possibly losing the round. So regarding Falke's frame traps, some of them are good, especially statistically by the numbers, but they do have a few drawbacks. I've got about like 3 or 4 examples here, so we'll just go throughout them for the video, and I'll show you something near the end as well. So, I've said so quite a few times, but we are going to show you the first frame trap, which is going to be standing light kick into stand medium punch. So it looks like this, and that's it. And now both of these normals are +3 on block, which is pretty good, but this is a go-to frame trap, but you have to be up close. Now stand light kick has great range, but you're not going to be always using it up close in the opponent's face, and by now not a lot of people challenge. Now I should have a button recorded for Cody on guard, or yes, I've got his crouching jab. So like I said, stand light kick is +3 on block, so I'm going to press stand medium punch afterwards because there is a gap in between the buttons. There's like a 3-frame gap, I believe, and this is a universal frame trap I'm showing you here. So if Cody does press, the stand medium punch will connect counter hit when I get it out. There you go. So it connects counter hit, and I can get a conversion from that. Now, this doesn't work at all ranges, because if I do it from max distance, the stand medium punch, actually it will connect, but you just can't convert from there. But at the absolute tip of the stand light kick, it doesn't connect, but my stand medium punch isn't coming out because I'm probably pressing it too quick. There you go. And stand medium punch has got really weird range, but this is a decent frame trap when you do it up close. But regarding the range where you're going to be using stand light kick a lot of the time, it's not going to really come out. But if you do get it, oops, certain tip, yeah, you just can't press any button after that, because stand medium punch is a 6-frame button, but because of this situation it goes from a 6-frame button to a 3-frame button. Because one thing to remember about frame traps is if you are advantageous, that means you're going to recover before your opponent. It means you can take action before your opponent can. If you're minus, your opponent can take action before you can, and in this situation here I can take action before Cody does. So now, if I do happen to use this frame trap up close and the opponent does press a button, what can I do afterwards? Well, in my previous video when I showed you about the counter hit confirm from stand medium punch, that means I can press standing hard punch afterwards and get a conversion into some nice damage there. If you're not confident about it, then maybe you can do the stand medium kick when the button comes out again. There you go. I'm pressing it too fast. I'm just pressing it too fast, that's all. Yeah, you stand medium punch, and then you get that cancel to super. It depends on your resources, but it's a nice little frame trap you can do up close. Now, one thing to mention as well is this is pretty important to remember, and you might be seeing this throughout the video as well, is if the opponent can backdash to stand medium punch. And if they can, there you go. If they can, that means that this frame trap, it can still be used, but you've got to condition the opponent to sit still, and you've got to consider if the opponent's going to be walking backwards as well, because if they're walking backwards, depending on the character's walk speed, they can probably slightly avoid the stand medium punch and try and whiff punish there. This button is okay, but its range is its biggest problem, because it doesn't connect, and like I said, certain characters can backdash at certain ranges. But if the guy's going to go and press a button, by all means, it's a really good frame trap, but by now, we all know how that stuff works there. So like I said, you're going to be mainly using this up close. You're probably going to be using this in the corner, maybe. But even then in the corner, there's going to be a chance that, depending on your character that you're facing, if I put the backdash back on, they may be able to backdash this standing medium punch. Obviously, in this scenario here, Cody cannot do it. He'll just be put airborne, which you can take advantage of that, press another button, and try and get it to connect meaty. This doesn't challenge you after being knocked in the air. But nevertheless, stand medium punch, or sorry, stand light kick into stand medium punch. It's an okay frame trap, but it's one that you guys should know that Falke can do. You can go to that option if you wish, but do know the drawbacks that the stand medium punch won't connect from every range, and you won't be able to connect, especially if it's done far out, you won't be able to connect everything, or sorry, anything after a can hit stand medium punch if the opponent potentially presses something. So the next thing we're going to be going on to is the stand medium punch into stand medium punch frame trap, which is basically you're just going to press stand medium punch twice, and that's what it looks like. So if the opponent doesn't do anything, the stand medium punch doesn't connect. And I'm only explaining this one because this is actually a very bad frame trap, and I probably urge people not to use this one, simply because, so the stand medium punch does connect, and you've got something there. So as you can see, Cody is getting hit, and it's a counter hit. But the problem with this one, and this is a huge drawback, is when the second stand medium punch hits, nothing connects afterwards. So you can't actually connect anything. Nothing's within range to connect, which is pretty bad. I don't even think it works in the corner. Let's double check. Does it work in the corner? Yeah, see, nothing works. And I'm plus 10 after that. I'm plus 11 after that. That's even worse. So nothing is within range of that, or Cody's not within range because the opponent gets pushed back too far. So if you try and think that stand medium punch into stand medium punch is a decent frame trap, I urge you not to use that. If you were in V-Trigger 1, maybe, you could do that and then get a cancel. So you get some sort of conversion, but you have to be in V-Trigger. And if you were in V-Trigger 2, so let's go and change that over real quick and activate. I'm pretty sure that Psycho Stern will connect as well. So yeah, you can do something like that. But it's not a frame trap that you want to be using, and I just wanted to put that in the video so you guys can understand that if you were using this and you couldn't get a conversion and thought something weird was happening, it's because you can't get a conversion. If you have super, maybe you could do, when I get it right, oh, I swear I'm not going to hate pumping this. There you go, you can get that. There's a long window to get in there. Like I said, you got a plus 11 frame advantage to work with. So if you got super and you happen to do that, it could work. But most likely people aren't going to be pressing a button against stand medium punch. They do thoroughly respect it, maybe especially the opponents I play anyway. And if you do that, of course, Cody can backdash, or opponents can backdash. So stand medium punch, like I said, the only drawback to that for the most part is its range. So do be careful about that, please. But yeah, I just wanted to stress the fact that it's a bad frame trap. So now the next frame trap we're going to be going on to. Now these frame traps I'm showing you, they are universal frame traps first. Like I said, we're going to go over the universal ones, and that basically means it works against the entire cast, and then we go over to specific ones. So the next one we're going to be showing you is the down forward HK into stand medium punch. So if I take the guard recovery off, it looks like this, and we all know what this looks like by now. So down forward HK, this got changed from plus 2 frame advantage to plus 3 frame advantage, which is pretty good. That means that you can press the stand medium punch afterwards, and that means that down forward HK into stand medium punch is a legitimate frame trap, because in season 3 when Falke came out, this was not a legitimate frame trap. It only worked against 4 frame button characters, but people do respect this button now. So again, if Cody does press a button, or if anyone presses a button, we can get a conversion. And what's good about this is the opponent doesn't get pushed back far away, so we can get nice damage into a good combo that ends in Psycho Schneider or Super or something. We get something that works. Maybe not that combo there, but let me try something else. 1, 2, to Super. There you go. So as you can see, you can get a conversion from that. Now, there may be times where your opponent thoroughly respects it. They don't press anything, so you do that, and then they're too far away for you to press any of your close quarter buttons. So you might be sneaky. I do this sometimes, but this is completely fraudulent. I don't implore you to rely on this, but you can do that. And maybe because your opponent does delayed buttons, you might be able to get away with a second down forward HK, and they will press during the active frames of the next down forward HK, or they might just get frustrated that you're trying to spam this too much, and after the second one, that's when they'll probably press a button and you can get that kind of hit conversion over there. Like I said, this does link into the hit confirm video I've done before with the kind of hit conversion, but it's all good. I'm just showing you the universal frame traps first and showing you the mileage you can get from it afterwards. But for the most part, people do respect the frames that Falke's buttons do provide on block, because they don't want to lose to a character like this. Trust me, it's frustrating to fight her as it is. But yeah, that is the next frame trap. Sorry, let me just double show you this as well again, because the reason I'm showing you backdash as well, because it is a legitimate option against certain frame traps for certain characters, Falke being one of them. So if you do this mid-screen, you do this mid-screen, the opponent can backdash the stand medium punch, so they're out of trouble, they don't have to worry, and they don't have to worry about, you know, you trying to steal an attempt or something like that with the next down forward HK, so they can backdash. However, there's about 3 to 4 characters that if you do the stand medium punch, they will get hit out of the air and they'll become airborne, so you have to try and do something. And there will be some characters as well in the corner, because if you do that, they can actually avoid this. I tested this the other day, especially after I done in the balance change video for Falke. I actually thought this was silly, but there's actually quite a few characters that can avoid the stand medium punch by backdashing in the corner. But if they do so, Falke can still be at an advantage, or she might be minus. It depends on the character's backdash, how fast it is, because I think they vary from 21 frames to 26. I can't actually remember, but some characters will be getting, if you press the stand medium punch, they will get knocked out of the sky, or sorry, they'll get knocked out of their backdash and become airborne. But I'll leave a long list in the description below as to regarding what characters that will happen with. If some characters do backdash, their backdash is actually punishable. They're like -4, -5 on block, so Falke can definitely deal with that. But yeah, the main drawback with this, again, is using stand medium punch. Hopefully you guys are seeing the pattern here. People can backdash a stand medium punch, and it makes the button look really obsolete unless it's actually hitting the opponent. It's annoying, but I guess Capcom can change it, but I don't know what they'd really change about it, but give us it like a bigger hitbox or something. But it's not a big deal at this point in time, because there's ways around it, but you just got to condition the guy to sit still. But yeah, so those are the universal frame traps there. So again, I'm just going to put the list in the description, going over the frame traps that we went over. But now these next 2 frame traps I will be showing you, they are specific to 4 frame button characters, and this is why I've got Cody here. So I am going to take off his backdash option, and we are going to show you the first one here. So it's going to be down forward HK into V-Trigger 1 activation. So it looks like this, and you do that, and then you press down forward HK again. Now, when you do this, Falke is actually at +11, and this is pretty good because she's allowed to throw out 1 or 2 heavies, maybe create a 2 block string here and there, but it's pretty good. Now, the reason I'm showing this one is because there is a, her down forward HK is 15 frames startup. So this being +11 on block, it makes the next down forward HK you do a 4 frame button instead of a 15 frame button. So if you do the next, the second down forward HK, it actually beats out 4 frame buttons. So we've got Cody here to do his 4 frame button, and we're going to do this sequence now. So just like this. And there you go, beats out his button, we get the counter hit, and then we get a nice little conversion here. So if you do use V-Trigger 1 and you activate off of down forward HK, you can press another one and it will be completely legit, and you can do whatever combo you can do from there. Now, I don't think that was actually possible last version of the game, but you can do it now, and because this is not special cancelable anymore, or V-Skill cancelable, I guess it gives you more of a reason to activate V-Trigger 1 from it. You can't do it with V-Trigger 2 because you'll just get in so much trouble and get punished, but this is legit. You can do it. I do it in some of my matches as well, and maybe you guys are thinking about doing it, or because you maybe just see it now and thought, oh, I didn't know you could do that. But it is legit, but it only works against characters with a 4 frame button. So Cody, Nash, Alex, Dulcim, Fang, etc, etc. Only if they challenge it. But again, by now people know what frame traps are, and they don't trifle with certain buttons overall. Now, the next one we're going to be showing you as well is it's pretty similar but in a different regard, and this is going to be from the EX Katapult air reset scenario, because that little situation's kind of changed quite a bit, but I'm going to show you what it looks like anyway. So if we do this little combo here, now when you air reset them, you can press your forward fierce or your down forward HK. So if I show you the forward fierce one, you can do that, and what you might see is people just do like an activation off an air reset, which looks like that. So when we do that here, Falke is actually left at the same frame advantage as if she was going to activate V-Trigger 1 off her down forward HK on block on a grounded opponent. So when we do that, we can do this here, and then activate, and then do another one when it decides to come out. Let's try it one more time. Down forward HK, down forward HK again. So it does work. Now it doesn't connect meaty. The frame advantage will stay the same, but it just allows you to kind of ensnare the opponent and make them respect, because they're going to be landing into the down forward HK. 3 frame button characters can challenge this, but they're probably going to challenge it after I've shown this, because people don't really press the buttons there anyway. But again, it's something, if you are going to look for a V-Trigger 1 activation off an EX Katapult reset, you want to use that, because I believe if you do the forward fierce one, I think they're left further away from you. Yeah, I think it's further away, but I think you can still connect to down forward HK. I guess you can do either one, to be completely honest with you. When it comes out, let's just show it here real quick. I don't know why I'm having execution errors. Yeah, you can still do it. The frame data will do the same, but I just tend to do it off like down forward HK, because it just looks like a button you want to mess around or like try and challenge. But because forward hard punch, that is severely punishable. Severely punishable on block, but since you're going to be activating it from a V-Trigger, it's not going to be a big deal. But yeah, those are pretty much the frame traps I wanted to show you. And like I said, those are specific to 4 frame button characters. So let's just show you again. It's going to be, let's see, is this one? Yeah, so it's going to be that one, down forward HK into V-Trigger 1. And then it's going to be the EX Katapult into either down forward HK V-Trigger 1 activation or forward fierce into V-Trigger 1 activation. And you guys will know the rest from there, especially since the frame data is now in training mode, so you guys can test this out and check it out for yourselves. Now, the last thing I want to show you, I feel like I've whizzed through this, but I really haven't. It's gone on forever. The last thing I want to show you is a fraudulent frame trap that I myself need to get out of the habit of, but it's not real. I just want to show it. So the frame trap is stand medium punch. Oh, let me take off the guard first. It's stand medium punch into stand medium kick. Now, this is not legit. Again, it's because people respect the stand medium punch that they don't really press a button. But there will be some people, especially online, that will press buttons regardless, and they will beat you out of your stand medium kick. Because stand medium kick is 8 frame startup, and because stand medium punch is +3 on block, that will change stand medium kick from an 8 frame button to a 5 frame button. And because everyone's going to be pressing their light attacks, which vary between 3 frames and 4 frames, they will beat out the standing medium kick like so. So if I try to do it, it doesn't work. I'll get beaten every single time. Test this against every character. You can challenge mediums with it, but they'll trade. But light attacks, it will lose. So it's in your best interest to try and get this out of your system if you have been doing it like myself. Maybe an alternative will be maybe stand medium punch into stand light kick. But the problem with that is because there's only 1 or 2 players that did this last season that I played online. They do that and they cancel stand light kick into the shot and it would combo. But because shots don't combo anymore, it's kind of irrelevant. So you just need to find an alternate frame trap. Again, maybe you can do crouch medium kick against 4 frame characters. But with frame traps, you want to have a conversion of the next button that you press to go for a counter hit. But honestly, it's like you just have to do stand medium punch and maybe block or stand medium punch and try and do a delay stand medium punch. Or if you are holding the shot, you can do that. There's lots of things you can experiment with this, but yeah, frame traps they're essential for any character in any fighting game. But again, I was just going over some basics and just general ones that you might want to consider using in your Falke gameplay. Alright, so that's going to be it for the video there. Just going over frame traps with Falke that you may already be using or may want to consider using or to add into your gameplay there to help you improve. But this was basic and essential. One of the things that, should have been covered for the character quite a while ago. The frame traps are decent, but like I said, there's quite a few drawbacks, especially since the majority of them you can backdash from anyway, and then the opponent won't be in any real danger. But yeah, if there's any frame trap that I missed that you felt I should have included, let me know in the comment section below. If there's anything I said that was incorrect, please correct me. Put it in the comment section below. And if you've just been watching this video and you're not subscribed to the channel, then you're more than welcome to subscribe. If not, it's not the end of the world. I'll also leave my following social media outlets, my Twitter and my Twitch, in the description below as well. But yeah, I'll also leave necessary video links to the Season 4 balance changes and some combo videos I've done for Falke. But yeah, I'll be slowly releasing videos over time regarding Falke, since she is my pocket character. But do be on the lookout for those. This has been your boy HC Jammers, and I'll see you guys on the next Street Fighter 5 video. So until then, take care and enjoy the rest of your day.